We've arrived in Tamarindo. We're on the Pacific coast of Costa Rica. We wanted to get here a few days before Chris and Amanda, so that we made sure that we were actually here. So they're coming in 6 days. We're very excited. And the sun's out. So we're going to explore Tamarindo. We've just found a beach, so we're going for a little walk, and then we're going to go into the town and see what we can find. Well, we are just leaving Tamarindo in Costa Rica. We've been here a week. A week! It's the longest we've ever stayed anywhere in the last 5.5 months. And we are on our way to San Jose to see Chris and Amanda, where we're going to go on an actual holiday and tour around Costa Rica. And we can't wait. The rain has been torrential overnight. So we're a bit worried about the roads this morning. It's 6:30. I mean, every morning there's this or similar, because the rains just bring everything down. So yeah, we're going to get back on the bike. It's quite exciting. It's nice here, isn't it? The Jardin of Eden, Rodney, is where we are. We show you these steep hills on here, and you can never really get a feel for the gradient, and it all looks a bit weedy. But let me assure you that this is actually really steep, and it was hard getting down, so getting up will be worse, I think. So I'm not going to get on the back. We've got to come up here to this rickety old road and head off. So we're just putting the destination in the sat nav. Oh, you can hear it. We really had a good rest in Tamarindo. It was lovely. We went for long walks on the beach. and just read and slept, and hopefully that means we're not completely exhausted for our holiday with Chris and Amanda. So it took us about 3 hours or so to get from Tamarindo on the coast inland, and we were staying just north of San Jose. We had their flight tracked on our phone, and we were very excited to meet them. So we're at the hotel and we're waiting for Chris and Amanda, but they won't get here until about probably 11 o'clock, if not midnight tonight. But there's about, I think he said about 30 kilometres of trail. I haven't told Tim it's that amount. But fortunately for him, some of it's closed because of the rain and they've had little landslides here. So we're going on an explore because there are 5 waterfalls, I believe, although we won't see all of them. So yeah, that's what we're doing while we wait and before we go and have a beer. We're right at the very end of the rainy season, so when we travel we tend to do it early in the morning when it's sunny, and then the heavens open in the afternoon, and my goodness, when it rains here, it properly rains. There was a torrential downpour just after we got to the hotel. The crater of the volcano Hua, an active volcano that last erupted last week. You can see it really clearly, can't you? What a shame. On a clear day you can see both the Pacific and the Caribbean sea/ocean.
So this is what it's supposed to look like. Well, it's what it does look like, we just can't see it.
So we've stopped for a coffee, and we're going to walk through the coffee plantation shortly. As you can see, it's still really cloudy, but this is where Starbucks get their coffee from. Imagine how happy he is. No little sign here though, but yeah. The coffee tour was really interesting, and it was one of two actually that we did. Between all the information we got from the first one and the second one, we kind of put it all together. I had no idea that coffee beans actually started life as a berry, and it's all hand-picked just like they do with tea in India. Really labour intensive. I can understand why it's so expensive. So we were on our itinerary. It was a tour of San Jose. They've got some historical buildings, they've got a national gallery, and they've got some interesting things to see and learn about. We learnt none of it. None of it. It wasn't a historical tour of San Jose. It was a cooking class. It was so random. I get the feeling there's not a huge amount to see in downtown San Jose. Do you? Might be wrong.
Here is the one attractive building in San Jose.
We're not sure what to expect, but I think we're making our own dinner. Potentially making our own cocktails. Maybe. So you remember Fanny Craddock and the Galloping Gourmet?
I should have done my lipstick a bit more oddly.
This is the Costa Rica version of the Meredith Empanada Extravaganza.
Oh no, to make it a bit flat first. Do you make yours a bit flat?
So I think that's perfect. Yeah, I went to you. Where are you?
Decorate these shots, okay, these shots. To decorate, we're gonna use condensed milk. Okay, condensed
We
milk.
made the first course ourselves, which was empanadas. They'd made the dough, but we just filled it. And actually, the way they traditionally eat them, it was absolutely delicious. Then we had to make a cocktail, which was essentially an espresso martini. And then we went down for a dinner that they had prepared. Yeah, kind of wished I'd had more empanadas. Abandoned, and now we're walking back to hopefully find our way back to the hotel after one of the strangest meals. How was your dinner tonight?
Well, I liked very much the tinned fruit cocktail to finish. And, well, we should have tried special sauce on the cocktail.
So we're leaving Bikey here for nearly 2 weeks, or actually 2 weeks, and we're going off in that. We're going to Arenal, which is the volcano. We're going to the Hanging Gardens, I think. We're going into the jungle. yeah, we're having a proper explore of Costa Rica, and then we're going to come back and pick up Bikey and head on down to Panama.
And I don't have to drive.
It is so nice to have Amanda and Chris here, and she brought me Marmite. So I've had Marmite on toast 2 mornings in a row. So much toast, it's just blissful. It is so nice to have them here. Yeah, we're really looking forward to these next couple of weeks. Look at this view from our hotel. That is the Arenal volcano, which we are going to climb tomorrow, presumably not to the top. What a view! Wow. Welcome to the Sloth Park. 100% guaranteed. Never seen one, so let's hope they're right. We decided to go on a tour of the Sloth Park. Really glad we did. We nearly didn't do it because it was $60 each, but we went for it. I'm glad we did because they're absolutely impossible to see unless you know what you're looking for. We thought it was a sloth sanctuary, but actually we learnt later that sloths need something like 2K area around them because that's their territory. This park certainly didn't give them that, but it was fascinating and the guide was excellent. But yeah, maybe ask some more questions before we go on them next time. This massive mound is a huge ant's nest. If you cut it in half, that would be full of ants. Oh. And pure water, if we're stuck in the forest, in the jungle, right?
With your handy machete.
With your handy machete, these vines. That's what he said, isn't it?
The armrest, yeah.
Yeah, cut them in
like
half.
Tarzan uses.
That's Jane. If you cut it, that comes out with pure water, apparently. We're not going to try.
No.
Yeah. Right.
We was speaking about water, speaking about food, you speak about toilet.
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper is kind of soft. Yeah, you can use it to clean. Yeah, the Venetians and all people used to use it. Yeah. We call peludo, like a furry. Yeah. But also it's called cow tongue. Yeah.
You won't be able to see this either, but there are 2 toucans through those gates on a tree, teasing Tim that they've got a pint of Guinness in their nest.
One is going to see a lot of black and far away the circle.
I did it. It's out of focus as well. Yeah, you can't do it on this. Looking for a beer.
So we'd seen sloths, we'd seen a toucan, we'd seen bats, and so now we were looking for something called a beer.